What is going on, guys? I'm Viking Actual, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Insurgency Sandstorm. Now, I bought this game for $40. I know it's a tactical FPS. I know that it's been on PC for like 2 or 3 years. But I was genuinely interested in a sort of realistic-ish shooter that you die in one shot. That was very intriguing to me, and the way that people play the game, at least on PC, where they communicate with each other and all of that, like, it just sounded like a great deal to me. But I am on console, so things are not always as they seem. I will be reviewing this game, at least in my experience. Now, there's something that I wanted to say right off the bat. Whether I like this game or I don't like it, that is my opinion. It doesn't mean that the game is good. It doesn't mean that the game is bad. It doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. It doesn't mean none of that. Okay, you are entitled to your opinion as well. I'm just going to express, my experience with this game. So first things first, let's start off with something positive about this game. The voice chat, I love it. I really do love it. I love talking trash, even though I don't talk trash, but I love the trash talking that goes on after rounds. I like being able to talk to my teammates, which is something that in Call of Duty you just can't do anymore because people don't play like that anymore. Everybody's on party chat. But this game, it's like people know that they have to communicate, so they communicate on game chat. It's not always the case though, and that is the downside because people are shy. I mean, I'm shy myself, but at least I try to communicate sometimes, right? Like, I'm capping B, or I'm going to A, I need help at C, whatever it is, I will try to communicate. But not everybody is like that, so some people don't ever talk at all. There is a little thing where you can tap A1 and it lets you say things like enemy over there, or I need backup, or need smokes, or need whatever it is, right? Like, it gives you options, but people like haven't figured that out yet, so they don't use it. But yeah, like, communication is really fun when people are actually communicating. I've heard a lot of crazy things on this game already, and it's like, it's on its early days, so that's a good sign in my opinion, and I hope that it gets better from here on out. I hope it doesn't get worse where people just stop talking, because that is one of the best aspects of this game, is that you are able to talk to your teammates and able to coordinate with them to know where to go when, where the enemy's at, what flags or what points you're going to push. But yeah, that's really cool. Now, it's not always the case. Like, again, like, sometimes people can be too quiet, and it goes beyond speaking. Sometimes people literally just sit and watch an angle all game long because they are afraid to die. They don't talk, they don't say anything, they don't move, they just stare directly at a location, waiting for enemies to come in that direction. This is not the game's fault. Obviously, people are gonna play like that if they are scared to die, especially in game modes where if you die once, that's it. You have to wait to respawn, or whatever the case is. Like, people are gonna play like that, and it's not the game's fault. It's just how people are wired. Let's talk a little bit about the controls here. The controls are heavy. If I were to put it in one word, it would be heavy. The players move kind of sluggish, and I know what you're thinking. It's meant to be like that. I know. But what isn't meant to be like that is the aiming of the weapon. On PC, this is not a problem because everybody is on keyboard and mouse. But when you're using a controller and you're using your stick to move your sight to left and right, up and down, if it feels too slow, you adjust the sensitivity a little higher, right? If it feels too high, you adjust it a little lower. You can do that here too. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the way the aiming feels. It feels heavy, like slow, and not in a good way. Like, for example, I know this is gonna upset some people that I'm going to compare it to Call of Duty because it has like nothing to do with Call of Duty. I get it. Call of Duty is an arcade shooter. This is not. But I'm just speaking genuinely about the way that you turn your camera around in Call of Duty. It's snappy, very, aim left, boom, aim left. Aim right, boom, aim right. It's just very snappy like that. Battlefield is not as snappy, but it's still very, very polished in that regard. This game, it's more like aim right, delay, aim right. Aim left, delay, aim left. And so, like when you're trying to be very precise, it can be very, very off-putting. And, if you're in for example, a long-range firefight and you miss by a little centimeter, that can be basically life or death right there. That is something that I did notice that I did not like about the controls. There's two kinds of people that will succeed extremely well in this game mode, or in this game in general, on consoles. Number one, the very obvious one, keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse users will absolutely have a blast with this game on console because it is very hard to play this game on a controller. It's just not built for it. And I know they ported it, and they ported it well. They did a good job with the port, but you can tell that keyboard and mouse is just superior like that in this game mode, or in this game. I don't know why I keep saying mode, but this game, keyboard and mouse is just superior. The second type of person that will succeed very much on Insurgency Sandstorm is the Cronus users. I completely forgot about these people until I came across one. And I noticed, because it was a teammate, and it was one of those modes where you just don't respawn until a few seconds later. And he was using a weapon. I'm not even sure what weapon it was, but this dude had literally no recoil whatsoever. Like, it blew my mind how fast people already, made things for this game like that. But whatever, those are the two kinds of people that will succeed extremely well on the console port of Insurgency Sandstorm. The game is great. This is not me bashing on Insurgency. There's nothing that they can do. It's kind of like keyboard and mouse is kind of like their bread and butter, you know what I mean? Like, this is made for them. And Cronus users, well, they're toxic, but they're in pretty much every game, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So overall, the game is great. The sound quality is great. The voice chat is great. The animations are great. There's a few bugs and glitches here and there, but that'll get ironed out eventually, I hope. But yeah, overall the game is very, very solid. Will I continue to play it once Call of Duty and Battlefield come out? Probably not. And the reason being is that though Call of Duty and Battlefield might not be tactical, Call of Duty lately has been very slow paced that it might as well be a tactical FPS at this point. Some people are probably really, really mad at that statement. Battlefield will be Battlefield. It's fun. It's arcadey as well, and it's just a lot of fun the way it is. So I just don't see myself playing this game like that after those two come out. But who knows? Like, if they keep on supporting this game with content, I absolutely will be playing this game. But if they just kind of don't, then I probably won't. And the big issue here, for example, for me, I have to re-record this audio. But as I was saying, for me, I like unlocking things. I like unlocking attachments. I like unlocking camos. Everything that I can get my hands on, pretty much. I like doing challenges. I like doing masteries and all that. Like, I love grinding games, and this game doesn't allow me to do that because everything is just unlocked from the get-go. Like, you don't need to do anything special. It's just unlocked, pretty much, which is a shame. I think it would add a lot of replayability to be able to just get into a match and unlock some attachments for some weapons. Makes people try out new things, right? Because let's say you find a good setup that works for you. What are the odds of you ever changing that setup? Probably not high, because you don't really need to. You don't gain anything by trying out new things. You kind of just put yourself at a disadvantage because now you don't know how every gun works, right? Like, so people would probably just stick to what they know, which will be the M4 and the MP5, guns like that. So I hope to see something, give us a little bit to do, more than just shoot. Like, I'm not asking you to go full on Call of Duty and give us gold and all those things that people who like realistic shooters do not want, but at least a little something, you know what I mean? Like a little, I don't know, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, at least let us unlock attachments or something. Give us something to do, because at this point it just kind of feels very repetitive, and that's not a good thing. So last thing that I wanted to touch upon again was the fact that people do not move. Like, that really, really bothers me. Again, I know it's a tactical shooter, you're supposed to take it slow. I'm not talking about taking it slow. I'm talking about people not moving at all. Again, it's not something that the developers can fix. I mean, it's not really their problem. It's just the way that people play, but it is something that I did notice. So I don't know, just let me know down in the comments how you feel about this game, if you're liking it so far, if you're not liking it, things you like, things you don't like, things you would like to add to my review or maybe take away from my review, maybe things you disagree with me upon, or maybe things that you agree with me upon. So I don't know, just let me know down in the comments what you think about this game. I like it. I recommend it. If you are interested in buying it, absolutely buy it. I think if you like tactical shooters, if you were waiting for something like this on console, this is your chance. I hope you really enjoy it, get the $40 worth of experience that you are paying for. I hope that you like it. I hope that you love it. I hope that they continue to support it and it becomes this staple in the console gaming industry where now people are competing for that tactical shooter market. But I don't know, just my opinions throughout this entire video. Nothing here is, I'm not here to tell you that my opinion is right and yours is wrong. If you disagree with me on something, that is completely okay. Your experiences might be different to my experiences, but I'm just letting you all know how I feel about the game. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you stayed this long, please let me know down in the comments. That is incredible. That would literally be incredible. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time if you stick around.
Just move! Stop talking!